Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Twinkle, and if you're watching me for the first time, please do consider subscribing to my channel. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to apply for the vacancy of cabin crew for Air Arabia. So yeah, I'm going to leave a link in the description. By clicking on that, you can reach to this page, and after reaching, you can we'll start together on how to apply. This is a step-by-step guide to for the application process. So if you're interested, keep watching till the end. So as you come on this page, you will see you either need to click on any one of the options. If you want, you can also go ahead for both, but once you create a candidate profile, it doesn't really make sense, so one is also enough. So yeah, once I have clicked on the cabin crew Suhag, I will start on the application procedure. But before that, I will take you through what are the job purpose, responsibilities, requirements, qualifications, and all of that. Yeah, so you can read all of that. The key responsibilities says ensures timely performance, proper grooming, fitness, legality for self and assigned flights, attends briefing to ensure acknowledgement of flight details, roles, targets, security checks, etc. So they have actually divided the customer service responsibilities and the safety responsibilities. So it's the basic, nothing really very important that needs to be discussed. It's very self-explanatory. So yeah, that is going to be your responsibilities. Please go through them because that will help you in case of an interview. So you have to go through them. Make sure that you read it thoroughly so you know the whole thing, right? So they have also mentioned the key result responsibilities, which is cross-checking and reports. So this is like a fully detailed version of all your responsibilities for the different positions that people are going to apply and they're going to get called for according to their experience. So yeah, coming on to the qualifications. So academically, training and language, all of these will be now discussed. So they are requiring a diploma or higher secondary certificate, which is acceptable for this role. A diploma in travel and tourism, if any of you have done, is a plus. So yeah, higher secondary certificates and diplomas are all welcome. Training in first aid and safety emergency is an added value. Fit to fly, no serious medical conditions, presentable, friendly, good service, oriented, capable of understanding, basic, proactive, self-motivated, capable of handling difficult situations, angry customers, very good verbal and written communication skills, excellent time management, problem solving skills, proficient in MS Office. So these things you can actually include in your resume. Fluent in English language, French, Arabic, and any Indian languages. So if you know any Indian local languages, also include them in your resume. Work experience. Fresh graduates are encouraged to apply for this role. Previous experience as cabin crew or in a customer service role in any aviation or even hospitality industry is an added advantage. Active cabin crew license. Those who are already flying can also apply, given an advantage. Shows flexibility, adaptability, demonstrates and policies, procedures, all of that. So if you're okay to that, just apply. Click on the apply option. You will click on the apply option, and if you have, you can either go on LinkedIn or apply straight. So if you have a LinkedIn account, you can directly apply. If you still don't have it, I highly recommend you to make one. So as soon as you click on the normal apply, considering that you don't have a LinkedIn account, you will have to actually sign in for a candidate profile. So if you have already for Air Arabia, that's good for you. You must have been notified by now. But if you don't, we'll go on to creating a profile. So you'll click on the creating your profile, and you'll start with creating an account and candidate profile for Air Arabia. So let's start with filling up the email address. Make sure that you have a professional email ID by now, and you start by filling the email ID. Make sure that is the only one you keep for your aviation job alerts and aviation related work, your vacancies and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's easier for you to recognize if there is any call from the airline, things like that, right? So once you're done with typing the email, you'll retype the email ID and you will fill up your password, a strong one, and then retype it. This is the one shown here. So there's another question that really comes in everybody's mind, which is not mentioned here, is the age criteria, whether or not boys and girls both can apply. So the age criteria in the Middle East usually is 21. Anything below 21 is not entertained. So yes, 21 is the minimum age of application. And considering that both males and females are working in Air Arabia, I will consider this as a vacancy for both, because both of them are entertained. So yeah, both can apply, because nothing mentions here that only one gender can apply. So good for both the males and females. So yeah, we'll move on to filling your first name, last name, the country where you belong to, the phone number with the country code. This is pretty easy. Now you need to make sure that you fill the form to the complete of and the best of your knowledge. And there is another box that receive new job posting notifications, hear about career opportunities. You check the box and create the account. So you can see there's an email that I just received because I was creating an account with you. So yeah, you have already created a profile, a candidate profile with Air Arabia. So now if there is any kind of vacancy, you will be notified about that. So I also want to share that currently they are in search of candidates in two ways. That's by searching your resume and by searching in the fields in your candidate profile. So whether or not if you make it for the cabin crew position or not, if your details provided match with any other field, you will also be notified. So that's a good one. So let's move on to filling up further the application. First thing is my document. So you need to upload a CV first. So see, now there is a separate section for resume and cover letter, and there's also section on what formats you have to make sure your CV and your cover letter is in. So please go ahead and attach that. Next comes your passport size photo. They have specifically mentioned that you need a white background. For Qatar Airways it's blue, so make sure you do that. Your educational qualification, the highest one, you have to attach that, full length, and your passport size photos also. Needs to be attached. Moving on forward with again your full name and your name on your passport. You'll fill up the form further. The next section talks about your nationality. You will select the nationality after filling your full name. So select your nationality here. And once you're done selecting all, I'm not really selecting anything here, I'm just trying to show you how you need to fill the form. So your date of birth needs to be filled in, your place of birth, your marital status, your country, state, province. Everything is pretty much easy. There's nothing that needs my attention here. Another thing is you have to give your Skype ID. So if you have it, you don't have it, create and give it to them. It's easier. And additional comments, please don't leave it blank. You need to write something like an introduction statement, or tell something about yourself that has those keywords. So next is the work experience. Now you need to click on this add button so that if you have your previous experience, you can actually go ahead and fill the information of the employer, employment type, your industry where you have the experience from, country where you worked, your designation, of course the number of years. You have to fill the end and the starting date, type of business or industry or function department. You can select the categories. Is pretty much easy. So if you have more than one company, go ahead, add another one and then write it specifically. Yeah. So the next one is work experience as a pilot. That's only for cockpit crew members. That's not for you. So yeah, next section is your formal education. Again, the same thing. You're going to click on the add button and fill up your details about your formal education. That's going to be your information about the school or college, your education level, your major areas of study, and the date, from starting date and the end date. So if you click on the selection of your study level, that's going to be bachelor's or master's or high school or whatever it is. You just need to select, fill the form to the complete information, that area. Though this is not like a mandate option because there's no red asterisk, but I will suggest you to highly complete the form so that they can actually you can actually have like you stand out amongst the rest of the applications. So I would highly recommend you to write all the information correct. So moving on ahead, once you're done with selecting all your things related to your formal education, the next category that we move on to is professional certification. So if there is any other fields that you've attained a professional certificate, then you must write about it and then you just select it. Same again, you have to click on the add button and then area of certification, name of certificate, if in case you have any, go ahead. If you have any of certificates in the mentioned fields, that's again the email of another alert. If there's another vacancy, they will be alerting you in your email, so which we've already created a candidate profile. That's what the email was all about, that you can see popping up on the screen. So yeah, once you fill up all these things, then you have another section for specific knowledge. You just need to click on the add button if you have a specific skill or knowledge or anything that is connected to customer service. Please write it down and of course select the level of the skill, and then go ahead, and that's all. The next section is the language or skill. So if you know any other language apart from your native language, you can also mention that. Of course, you need to mention your native language as well, because that is also welcome, because we read it in the requirements about Indian languages as well. So you will mention all the languages that you know, the speaking proficiency, reading and writing proficiency. As a suggestion, whenever you select any language, please do not mention it only if you know it just for the sake of it. I mean, if you cannot like talk in it or understand it completely, then it just doesn't make sense. So I would recommend you to at least be either a native or intermediate or fluent level. You need to be fluent in a language to say that you can understand or you can speak that language. So at least fluent should be your aim. Next is your job specific information. Now is the time that you will write the details about your national ID card. So this is according to the country. So for example, if you're from India, so you will select India, and then like this. And now when you select the national ID card type, it will show you the ID card type of the country. So permanent account number or Aadhaar card. So if you're an Indian, you have either your PAN card or Aadhaar card. You just write the number here. So this one shows compulsory for Egyptian, Moroccan passport holders and UAE residents. That's one's for, it is compulsory for them, but it is compulsory for everyone, I guess. Just write the details and your last compensation information. So of course, if you were employed, you need to write your again the same thing, your gross annual salary, earliest availability, if there is any other things that you hear about the position, if you've been employed with Air Arabia, if you've been previously assessed or interviewed for a similar opportunity. Of course, if you have been, just write about that in the airline. Any relatives, then you need to give their staff number and names. Again, declaration of personal medical information, your height, weight, you agree the checkbox. Do you have an experience in cabin crew? You write about it, more than 2 years, less than 2 years. And if you have a visible tattoo mark, please be honest and let them know. So before you go ahead, and because if you haven't really filled up the form, just save the information. Click on the save button so your information gets saved. So you have all the time in the world to complete the profile, and before that it does not get deleted. So yeah, once you go and check here, you will see that you can go ahead and see that your information has gotten saved here. So you can see my name and stuff. That's the only information I actually filled, so it's saved here. So whatever information you must have filled here, it will be saved here in the saved information. So if you need to check your information, if you need to go and submit your information, you need to complete the form at the earliest with all your documents, your photographs, your attachments. All of that needs to be done, and then you will apply. Like, you will go ahead and apply. Of course, there's a note here that making a candidate profile does not mean that you have applied for the job, because see, if you can see, this still all these fields have not been done yet. So now once you've saved and you come back to this candidate profile of yours, what you need to do is go on to saved applications, click on the cabin crew suhag, because that is the incomplete one, which we need to go again there, and we will fill the things that were remaining. And now you can see, once I'm done with all of that, now I will go and apply here. Now once you apply from here, then only your application goes forward. So yeah, that was all about how you need to apply. I'm sure my form is now completed, so I was not able to click on the apply button. Once you are done with it, you will apply, and I'm sure you will get an email about this, and you will get further communication also about this. So that was all for this video. I hope you liked this video and this information was valuable for you. If so, then go ahead, apply for it. Good luck. And if you have any other questions, please put it down in the comment section below, and I will see you in my next video. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. And if you get any information, any communications from the airline, do let me know. I'll be happy to know about it. If you have any questions, put it down in the comment section below. And if you want, you can also follow me on my Instagram. The details will be in the description box below. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.